Let me see you shake that ass, 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 ass. Hello everyone, my name is Bait, and today I'm a happy camper. Because today I'm finally, and I mean finally, going to be taking a look at the Bomb Rush Cyberfunk soundtrack on vinyl. Motherfuckers, I have been waiting so long for this. Alright? If you've been following my posts on my YouTube channel, you'd see that I won't stop bitching about this release. It's been delayed, like, twice now, I think. I ordered this back, it was a pre-order, back in September of last year, and now it's finally arrived. Bomb Rush Cyberfunk is a video game that I really like. It came out last year and it was very funny. Now, it's a skating game, kind of like Jet Set Radio. It's almost like a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio from the Dreamcast, where you can go around with a skateboard, a BMX, or roller skates. There's funny people that you skate around with and you spray graffiti, and I'm fucking obsessed with the game. I love it. Well, I remember when it first got announced by Team Reptile, they made another game called Lethal League and Lethal League Blaze, which I wasn't really a big fan of. I'm terrible at fighting games, but then they're announcing Bomb Rush and I was like, holy shit, this game looks incredible. And I remember watching their dev building streams and shit, and then obviously when the trailer came out I was even more hyped for the game. And now it's been out and it's very good. But what's also very good about Bomb Rush Cyberfunk is the music. A lot of great music, a lot of great artists, and they've all compiled them into a big soundtrack on vinyl. And you know me, gotta pick that shit up. I also picked up a bunch of other shit from Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, which I may or may not be doing a video in the future. I was thinking about maybe not, I don't really care too much. I even got the little skateboards from Bomb Rush Cyberfunk as well. And also in my order, I got the special edition version of the game, which comes with this little cardboard sleeve, and it has different artwork on the front there and the back. I've decided to keep mine sealed because I do actually already have a physical copy of Bomb Rush. I don't play it on the Nintendo Switch, it's just the only console I have. I play it primarily on my PC because then you can mod it and shit and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Yes, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, the vinyl has been delayed for so long. It was supposed to come out in the first quarter of this year, of 2024. So January, February. I think they were planning on March, but when March came around and they said that it was going to be delayed until the second quarter of the year. Second quarter of the year came around and nothing happened. It got delayed again because apparently the sleeve of the record wasn't to their standards. I'm 8-Bit, this is who we're talking about, who are apparently not all that great. Apparently they're not all that reliable with their releases. They usually make stuff for video game soundtracks and merchandise and all that kind of nerd shit. I'd never ordered from them before. I think they're a US company, so shipping is a bitch anyway. So yeah, the sleeves of the records weren't great, so they had to send all the records back, take all the records out of the sleeves, and then start again, basically. The sleeves at least. I know I keep yapping on about it, but literally I thought this was going to come in March, and I kind of held off making videos. So I was like, oh, I'll make a video this week. I won't wait until next week. I'll see if I get any information about the record. And nope, nothing. My God, I thought that by the time I'd receive this, I'd have fucking had a wife and 2 kids and be sat down thinking about starting a pension, you know what I mean? Anyway, enough jibber jabber, you fool. This is the Bomb Rush Cyberfunk soundtrack on vinyl. And here it is, and you can see why there was sort of a delay with the sleeve. I know I'm slamming over my words today, I'm just very excited. It doesn't help have a speech impediment anyways. But here it is, the Bomb Rush Cyberfunk soundtrack. Look how shiny it is. Yeah, it's got a metallic outer sleeve, which I think looks really, really nice. And dare I say, I'm kind of glad that they delayed it, because my God, this looks great. I didn't think it was going to have a metallic sleeve. I thought it was just going to be a plain, normal printed sleeve, but no, it's very, very shiny. So you've got this sort of silver, metallic kind of look on the back, and you've got all of these, I think they're supposed to be kind of blue, spray paint, I'd imagine. I mean, in the game, you spray paint everywhere, you tag shit, graffiti, all that sort of thing. And then here we have the outline to the Bomb Rush Cyberfunk logo, as well as here, this pattern here. You see this on the wall in the game, and it's basically just an area where you can graffiti on. And then here it says, I think it says New Amsterdam. Yeah, New Amsterdam Anthem, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk OST, original soundtrack. Look at that, it looks really, really cool. I really like that. That's very nice. On the back here, much of the same kind of design here with all of the tracks. So you can see this is actually it comes with 3 LPs, so there's a lot of music on this sound in the soundtrack. And there's also a little character here. What does that say? It says, the internal interface. Very nice. And it's got this sort of like 2000s art style. Like I said, Jet Set Radio kind of style. Very heavily influenced by it. The gameplay itself as well. So if you're a fan of that sort of style, like Big Shoe, skating, Dreamcast, even PlayStation 2 sort of era of games, you'll really like Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. And I think that's it. On the spine as well, it's a Bomb Rush Cyberfunk OST there as well. It's a thick spine for all three of the records. I'm going to go through the track list. If you want to skip ahead, I'll leave a little thing so you can. But there are a lot of people on this soundtrack. So, are you sitting comfortably? Side A, we have Kid and Evil, Big City Life, OV. Too Mellow, I Wanna Know. Prue, Funk Express, Extended Version. Dormant McLennan, Morning Glow, featuring Nicholas Magnifico. Kilowatt, Scraped on the Way Out. Then on side B, you have Dr. Laser, Chrome Bees, Sharodi Jedi, State of Mind, Cyber Milk, Condensed Milk, which is one of the more sort of like fan favorite songs, Legove, Plume, Klaus Veen, Anime Break, and Hideki Naganuma, Jack the Funk. Yes, Hideki Naganuma, who made the music for Jet Set Radio, as well as Sonic Rush on the DS, which is one of my favorite Sonic games. He's on this. He's got 3 songs featured. I believe, yeah, 2. I think it's 3 songs. We'll see. Ollie, Precious Thing, which is one of my favorite songs from the soundtrack. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it. Leopard, Da Vinci, and Louis 707 Next to Me, which is another one of my favorites. Hideki Naganuma, Get Enough. Scalp, Bounce Upon a Time. And then we have Sebastian Knight, Feel the Funk. D, Rezo, Iridium, Girl, Operator, Hideki Naganuma, The People, Rezo, Chucking Up, Girl, Trinitron, Rezo, Spectres. And then for E, we have Ethan Goldhammer, In the Pocket, Kilowatts, 2 Days Off, Be Extreme, Agua, Sawyer, You Can Say Hi, Sky Blue, Light Switch. And then finally, for side F, we have Wev, Watch Your Back, Color Plus, Hair Done, Nails Done, Kilowatts, Last Hooray, Knowledge, How About, and my favourite from the soundtrack, at the very end, Swami Sound, Refuse. That's a lot of music. And all of these artists are actual artists. A lot of this is licensed music, which I really like. I'm not too big on getting, listening to like video game soundtracks and all that sort of stuff. If you've skipped ahead, hello, welcome back. Yes, I'm not too big on like buying like video game soundtracks, really. I know you say, oh, but you have the Minecraft soundtrack and the Silent Hill soundtrack and the Wii Sports soundtrack. I don't really get those because it's mainly nostalgia. I like those games, you know what I mean? I don't really listen. It's more like a novelty for me. I don't really sit down and listen to the fucking Wii Sports music, you know, on my phone or whatever all the time. But with something like Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, where it's just a bunch of licensed music, almost like the old Tony Hawk games, if you think about it, it kind of makes more sense. It's almost like a giant compilation album, really, instead of like a video game, like a soundtrack. Because I think maybe only the Hideki Naganuma songs were kind of specifically made for Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, and I think maybe Kilowatts made music for Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, but the other ones are just normal songs that Team Reptile just asked to be in the game, and I'm glad that they are here, because not only does it sort of makes like a better experience for the game whilst you're playing, it feels a lot nicer, but also just like it's a great way of discovering brand new artists as well. And, you know, I mean, I discovered Swami Sound, who I really like Swami Sound now, and I wouldn't have known him if I didn't play Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. So that's really, really cool. Right, enough of that. Let's have a look at the actual records themselves. Like I said earlier, there are 3 LPs. Let's go through them. So, unfortunately, the inner sleeve packaging isn't as cool as the outer sleeve. I imagine they would have done this for budget cuts anyway, just because of the cost of probably the sleeve as well. It's only a limited edition item, and also the quality of the records are very good, because I did listen to them before recording this video. Let's have a look, and I'll talk about them a little bit. But yeah, these are all pressed on 180 gram black vinyl. Here we have side A here, and look, you've got one of the little Taco characters, who I think is in he's in like the billboards of the game. So I think these records are sort of built around to kind of look like they're almost in-universe of, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. So here, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk comes on this like green for side A, little Taco character there. And then for side B, you have these 2 guys who I don't remember seeing. I think maybe they're on the front of a shop. These 2 little fellas who are both smoking. Side B looks very nice. I would have said maybe because I was a little bit. I would say I was a little bit disappointed with the sort of plain black inner sleeves because Bomb Rush Cyberfunk has a lot of artwork. You know, the whole game is about art. You know, it's about graffiti, and there's a lot of graffiti. But I'm thinking maybe because they've tried to make it sort of more in universe, they've kind of just decided to go with plain black. Either that, or maybe just like budget cuts because these are actually kind of pricey. I think I paid a little over £50 for this because of the shipping, of course. You know. I think the actual thing was like around £50 actually. It wasn't cheap. And again, it's 3 records in one. So yeah, I was also a little bit disappointed I didn't do a trifold, but again, probably because of the budget cuts. And I will say as well though, with the oh great, with the just ignore that. With the 3 LPs not being in a trifold as well, it just makes it easier to just kind of slip them in and out as well. So there is the first LP there. Next, we have the second LP. Again, plain black sleeve. You're going to get that with all the records in this collection, this set, this release. Side C there. Another one of the little characters that you see on the billboards in game. Same thing with sort of green with C there. And then for D as well, much of the same. You've got this icon here, which I think is actually, I think it's Bell's icon in game. When you have a phone, one of the characters in game is called Bell. They call you up and you can do like quests and shit, whatever. I think that's her icon from the game, but I'm not too sure. But it looks very, very cool nonetheless. And then finally, E. I already just took it out. The last little LP. Yeah, side E here. I forget what this guy's name is. I think it's like something kid, who's like a, I think he's a little like mascot outside of like a toy shop or something. In the game, of course. And then another character from a billboard for F there. I played these records, by the way. They sound great. A lot of the music on this soundtrack are quite bass heavy. So you expect there to be like a shit ton of bass playing from a record player? No. They're somehow, the mix of them, they've got them perfect. So they have like the bass, but they're not like, the bass isn't like overpowering or anything like that. And also, just in general, I had no surface noise, no pops, no cracks, and no skips or anything like that. So I got quite lucky with my record. I don't know if anyone else has had, if anyone's had issues with this release, but as it is right now, this is a very good sounding vinyl. So clearly, all the budget went into the actual sound of the records themselves instead of everything else, which I really like. Also a bit like when I looked at Vultures by Kanye West. The presentation of the record was kind of shit, but the actual record itself sounded really, really good. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased with this release. And that's going to do it for the Bomb Rush Cyberfunk soundtrack on vinyl. I hope you enjoyed. I'm just so happy that I finally have this in my collection because I really do like all the music from this soundtrack. Dare I say it's probably one of my favorite video game soundtracks ever of all time. Fuck, just not just like of last year or when the game came out. No, I just mean in general. It's great. If you haven't played Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, I highly recommend you give it a go. Even if you're not too into skating games, it's kind of like a mix between like a skating game and a platformer, with of course that sort of 2000s charm to it. Definitely give it a go. And maybe if you're not into games, just listen to the soundtrack anyway. It sounds very much like Jet Set Radio. There's a bunch of artists there who you probably never heard of before. Go give them a listen. Why not? So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, I make videos about different vinyl records and that sort of thing from a bunch of different artists who you may or may not have heard of before. And let me know if you picked this record up. If you're a fan of Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed. And with that being said, I'll see you again sometime soon. So goodbye and take care.